right, what's going on, boys? Welcome in. Take It to the Bank is back. Take It to the Bank, Watkins Glen. I'm Keg. He is Coop. What's going on, buddy?
Not much. Been a pretty good week. Got great Monday Night Football, as you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got the 12-1 home yesterday in the golf. Booked a cruise.
This fucking guy. Booked a cruise.
So it's not been too bad.
Where are you going?
Going to go to Cozumel.
Who's got a better life than you, though? Honestly. So when is this trip being planned for?
End of October.
You're not going to be around for my birthday, man?
I thought your birthday was in August.
No, that's Abby.
Oh, okay.
My birthday is the 26th of October. Are you going to be gone?
I will be traveling that day.
You son of a bitch.
We're traveling to Miami on October 26th.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So, but hey, you'll be working. That's I'm very proud of that.
I will be.
I always have respect for people that work on their birthdays. I never did quite understand these people. Oh, it's my birthday. I need a day off. Like,
what day of the week? What day of the week is my birthday?
Saturday.
I'll definitely be working. Yep. So, been a couple weeks since we did Take It to the Bank.
Yeah. So before we start,
okay,
I'd like to give you some advice. If you would be willing to listen.
I'm always down for some advice, buddy.
Why are you sitting in that seat today? What got you there?
What do you mean? I sit in this seat every day.
Right? But what has made you to be able to continue to sit in that seat and not have to go out and find a job like the rest of us peons?
Betting on sports.
Specifically.
Betting on NASCAR.
Betting on NASCAR. And what have you done to NASCAR?
My guy.
You have just thrown it to the side.
Listen.
Hold on, no. I'm giving the advice. You listen.
Okay.
You just throw it to the side. It's an afterthought now. The sport that got you there is an afterthought. So, as you commonly tell people, you have fun betting them minus 110s, minus 115s, plus 100, and plus 200. You keep grinding it out, man. Grind it. And just totally forget about NASCAR, man.
Okay. Number one.
Let me remind you.
Okay.
All right. What happened last September and October in NASCAR?
It went very well.
How well?
We probably made 60 units a month, if I had to guess.
60 units a month.
If I had to guess.
If you had to guess.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
What, buddy?
We don't need to guess. You know why?
Because we have it.
And why do we have it?
Because every play is tracked at nukethehouse.com, Cooper.
That is right, man. So give me a minute.
Sure. Can I rebut?
Oh, you can rebut, but I'll rebut right back because there is no good answer for your rebuttal.
Okay. Number one, point taken. Point taken.
19.52 units. 8.25. Boop, 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 boom. Man, you made a lot of plays last year.
A lot.
A lot.
2,181.
Speaking of 2,100, 21 units. 24 units.
Come on, Coop.
18 units. Point taken.
So more than 60.
Point taken.
Point taken. Yeah. Listen, I get it. I have heard your concerns, and I'm going to address it. I just want to say my second best sport, definitely football. And we just launched a company where everybody wants to bet football. So
You know what?
I'm putting a little extra into it, you know?
You know what?
What's up?
It don't matter if it's football, golf, UFC.
They just want the winners.
They just want the winners. That's all that matters.
All right. Listen, point taken. I'm here. I'm ready to go. Meyer, mind your business. Mind your business. Let him know, he said. Fucking guy.
I mean, like you've just thrown it away to the side. And you know what?
Listen.
And you know what?
Listen, sometimes you cheat on your girl, but you always come back home, you know?
You're probably going to put a hole in the wall when you hear some of these numbers that were available this week. And you completely ignored them.
You're probably right. I did look at the board. I did look at the board on Monday, so I know a couple of the numbers that were out there, but I don't know them all. So, listen, man, let's not talk about the past. The past.
And in the meantime, I don't want to hear you don't have time, because I saw a message in Discord today, something to the effect, these ring ladies that hold the posters or something else.
Well, it's only because I saw a picture in our Discord.
Dude, if you have time to handicap and search the women who are going to be holding the signs at UFC 306,
this is blasphemy.
You have time to look at NASCAR odds.
First of all, I did look at NASCAR odds. And second of all, it was in our Discord. I saw the picture. Okay, man. Listen, I'm here. I'm invested. I'm ready. We're gonna make some money.
I get not wanting to be involved in Atlanta pre-race and all that last week.
Right.
But you just threw the moneymaker to the side this week.
I'm gonna be involved this week. I'm gonna be
involved.
Throw it
to the side, like a redhead stepchild.
All right, Cooper. What were your thoughts on Atlanta?
Well, I haven't been to Walmart this week. A little upset with Walmart.
Yeah. That sign was
maybe the sign, if it stayed up, we would have been fine. I mean, we got, Logano, but still, it's not 40-1.
Right.
It's like you were saying, the boys ain't happy when they make a unit or two anymore.
True. That's true.
So,
yeah.
But I mean, it was a fine race. I don't know, from a playoff perspective, of having two of them in the playoffs is great, meaning Atlanta and Talladega. Because, I mean, Kyle Larson went from the top to the bottom third.
Terrible.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
You shouldn't be able to do that. Everything that he worked for the entire year has now been put,
up in smoke in one race.
Right. But I mean, the good thing though is if he does survive and makes it to the next round, the points reset and he'll be back near the top.
Okay.
So,
so what do we have to make the final 12?
Yeah, there's 16 drivers in it right now. Have to make the final 12. Joey Logano gets an automatic pass to the next round.
Right.
So,
yeah. So, Kyle Larson's got to be careful the next couple of weeks, huh?
Yeah. You know where we're at next week?
Please don't say like Bristol. That's fucking not good. My 36-1 ticket is going to go up in smoke.
So, Saturday night race.
When you wreck at Bristol, it's normally like catastrophic.
It can be.
That's not good, Coop.
No. So
this week we go road course racing. We're at Watkins Glen. Motherfucker. Can't imagine what that's about, but okay. So quick note, extra practice time this week. to figure out the tire situation, which is good. I see a lot of people thinking that this is going to be. Where are you at on this? I see people talking about like it's going to be like the Monaco F1 race. Like if you get to the lead and you get out, you're gone, and it's going to be very hard to get you. But then I think about the tire wear, and like I don't know. Do you think that people aren't going to be able to pass the leader?
No idea. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I know, they've done tire tests here with this tire or a tire that's similar to it at least.
Right.
They said 3-4 seconds. I listened to a couple interviews this week. I don't know about that 3 or 4 seconds now. Maybe
Wow.
2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we'll see.
So Tyler Reddick, Austin Cindric, and Daniel Suarez tested here for all the manufacturers. We know that like track position is going to matter. Do you think that those 3 guys have an edge in terms of like practice and qualifying?
No, because the tire that they used is not the same tire that they're using. So it's compatible. But I mean, anytime you have laps on a track or a course, it's positive, very good. We've seen where that current scenario has helped drivers, and we're seeing where it hasn't helped drivers. So
a lot of question marks this week. Where are you in terms of like rating the manufacturers?
Oh, Chevy. Chevy is number 1 by far.
And then where are you at?
Toyota and Ford, about the same.
Okay.
But, yeah. Chevy's in another league this week.
Why?
Well, they have HMS, which has won the last 5 races here, by the way.
Yeah, when I saw Will Byron at 5.5 to 1, I had to go and look at like the track history. I was like, why is he 5.5 to 1? Yep. Why are 3 of these guys under 9 to 1?
Yep. So
yeah,
you got HMS. You've got Allmendinger and SVG.
Yep. We'll talk about them.
You've got Chastain and Suarez, although they haven't been, what they had been in the past. They're more than capable still. You got the hottest driver in NASCAR, Kyle Busch, who's run really well here in his past. So, Chevy's pretty loaded.
So let's just hop right into the odds then. Now,
but I mean, to what you were saying before, track position is really, really important. Qualifying is important, which is basically track position. The last 6 winners here have started in what position or better, Jay?
5th or better?
4th or better. 12 of the last 13 winners here have started in what position?
Not the pole.
No.
3rd.
No. Let me rephrase that because you got the first one really good. 12 of the last 13 winners have finished in this position or better.
Oh,
or have started in this position or better.
4th. You said that already.
No, that was just for the last 6 races.
Oh, okay. What? You tell me. 5th?
6th.
So basically, if you're not in the first 3 rows, you're probably dead.
Well, it would say that way. I mean, things can happen. Things can change. But,
if you were going to rank the HMS guys this week, how would you rank them?
Larson, Byron, Elliott.
Larson,
and Byron and Elliott are really close to each other.
So you think Larson's got a clear edge?
No, I don't think Larson's far away from Byron. But I think HMS is a lot farther away from the other people.
Right.
You win 5 races in a row here with 3 different drivers. something's good.
Yeah, real good.
Something.
For sure. The tire wear, I mean, they're not bad. They're not bad tire wear guys, but like how many guys do you think have driven a road course on this circuit in their career that has had this much expected fall off on a road course before?
Probably little to no drivers. I don't think, if it gets to 3 or 4 seconds during a complete run, it might be uncharted territory.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I'm kind of skeptical about it because when Coda came around, they were all like, hey, we're going to see some tire wear. It's an abrasive track. Never happened.
Will Byron was the fastest guy on the track here last year. Looked to have the best car. So could he do it again back to back? I guess he could. But yeah, I mean, you can't argue with the results here at Watkins Glen for HMS. This is not a Marty track anymore.
Not a Marty track.
No. Although the price on Marty.
Why do you say this isn't a Marty track?
I said this is not a this is not a Marty track at all. I said it would appear anymore. It would appear, considering they've won the last 6 races here, right?
Marty's been really good here.
Yeah, but he hasn't won.
No, he hasn't won. Nobody else has won besides HMS.
Well, that's why I said lately.
So are you just going to bet HMS?
No.
I
think that the price on Martin Truex, we'll get to it, but it's the most intriguing price on the board for sure.
What price you got on him?
I saw 25 to 1 on Monday. I think like you could probably find like 18 or 20 right now if I searched.
16.
Yeah, that 25 to 1 price I saw on Monday, I probably should have just bet, but I didn't. But yeah, we'll get to him. So going down the board, Kyle Larson, I'm just looking at Bet365. Larson 550, Byron 550. God, the problem is, Coop, those are short numbers, man. Have they been 550 all week?
On 365. You could have got them to 8 to 10 on FanDuel.
How many guys are you sitting on right now that you've bet?
I don't have any drivers through.
How many people did you attempt to bet?
9.
9.
Yeah. My team bet has a leg if one of these 2 players can birdie a couple last holes.
Garrett said Marty has been good a lot of places. Not lately, though. Marty is dead. That price is intriguing, though. I'll say that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could bet them alone by themselves at that number. I would have to search the market to see what the best numbers that are out there right now. I'll pull all the books up, actually. SVG is down to 5 to 1, huh?
Could have had him at 9.
Oh yeah, you can get 8 to 1 on Byron right now. You can get 6 to 1 on Larson at FanDuel.
I keep telling you, man, Bet365 has become a very tight book.
Yeah.
Pre-race, except for one this week, which we'll get to later. One market.
All right, so I'm just going to use FanDuel. I mean, I think that if you're going to bet the race, obviously you have to be on HMS in some kind of way. But like, did you bet them all, Coop? Like, were you going to bet all 4?
All 4 what?
HMS guys?
No, I bet Larson, Elliott, and Byron.
So you're just fading Bowman, that 40 to 1
He
number.
doesn't have a top 10 here.
After Larson and Byron, SVG, he's been phenomenal on road courses. But again, like, has he ever dealt with this percentage of fall off that we think that we could see this weekend? I mean, I don't know. Probably not. Like, if he could deal with it, he's going to be a major threat like he is on every single road course the guy fucking steps on.
Right.
But I mean, you know, that is at least a question mark because of how severe this fall off can get. But I mean, obviously, you would agree that he's a player. I'm sure he's probably one of the 9 guys you tried to get on.
I did not bet him individually. I bet Colleague as a team.
Oh, okay, because of Dinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Dinger this week too.
This is one of Dinger's better road courses.
And there's not a guy right now probably in the circuit that deals with tire fall off on a road course better than EJ Allmendinger. So I'm a big.
I think the other piece too. I know they're going to be both racing for the win. You know, I don't know how the strategy is going to play out. Like, you know, are we going to see drivers pit prior to the end of stage 1? Some stay out. I have no idea. I saw an interesting tweet though this week where 90% of the points from stages in the playoffs on road courses comes from playoff drivers.
Okay. Chase Elliott 11-1, Tyler Reddick 9-1. Tyler Reddick is probably the best car this year, or at least the most consistent car this year. He's fast every single week. He's as consistent as it gets. Plus, he's one of the best natural road course guys on the circuit. So, like, when you consider that Gibbs had the second, third, and fourth best cars on the track here last year, I mean, I think that he could be a player. Like, I think if there's one Toyota besides Marty that I could see show up,
oh boy,
I think I'm not going to say Denny, and I know he's 22-1, and I know that he finished third here, but I'm not buying Denny this week. I don't think he's going to run well. Denny can't get out of his own fucking way the last 3.5 months.
Tyler Reddick has had speed here. He's just had issues, which has hurt him. You know, if you go by the look of his results, they're not good, but he's had a good car here. He just needs to keep it intact.
Yeah. I think he could be a player of the Toyota cars. Actually, I'm not that low on Chris Bell. I think Chris Bell might run well too.
Wow.
But,
wow.
Yeah. It's not Denny this week, Coop. It's not Denny. Yeah, I said what I said.
I don't disagree with you.
It's not Denny?
Right.
You don't think it's Bell though?
Could be. Chris Bell was one of my bets.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
He was.
All right.
Yeah. I don't have him ranked number 2 for Toyota though.
Well, I mean, I would put Marty and Reddick above him. So I guess I would have him third.
You have been hanging out way far away from the NASCAR streets this week.
Why?
You're just totally dissing Tyrone like you're dissing NASCAR.
I'm not dissing Tyrone. We'll get to him. First of all, that price is fucking egregious. Okay? 11-1 is a joke.
16.
It's egregious. Yeah, okay, so you could find a 16 out there, but he's as low as 11-1 in spots. That price, considering the kid's never even passed the leader on a road course in his life, is a fucking joke. Now,
what format of racing do you think is his best?
Probably road courses.
Yep.
Probably road courses.
And if you look at his speed on
the facts are still the facts.
If you look at his speed on the road courses, yeah. Plus,
Yeah, I mean, he was the second fastest car here last year.
Plus, you were talking earlier about like the guys that practiced and, is it going to help them or not?
Right.
I know it's a completely different car, but there's 4 drivers in that Xfinity race tomorrow that I think is going to get a big help from this, and he's one of them.
True. But you have to agree that the price is comical.
I mean, it's tough. I don't know if I could just bet an 11 straight, but I mean, if you want to base the numbers of what he's done
off of speed, he would be in your top 10, right? But like it's not just about that, Coop.
It's in my top 5.
But like not winning a race ever matters. And I don't think he's ever passed the leader on a road course at the cup level. So like that also matters.
Yeah. How long do you think it took Chase Elliott to win a race?
I would have to go back. I don't know that off the top of my head.
If Gibbs wins, he'll be younger and have fewer races.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's.
I think a lot of people forget Ty Gibbs is 20 years old.
But that cements my point home. So maybe we shouldn't be backing him now. Like maybe it locks in when he's 22 or 23, and it all comes together and he becomes a monster. Like
or this weekend. I mean, you can't say.
You realize you've been saying that to me for a year and a half.
You can't. Yeah, but you can't say in the back of your head that he's not a threat to win at most courses on paper.
On paper, yeah. For sure. Yeah.
So,
but like when the paper doesn't ever translate into anything worth anything more than the paper, that has to matter at some point. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I'm with you. He was the second fastest guy here last year. He's been very fast on road courses this year. Do I think he's going to be fast? Yes. Do I think
you like Bell more than him?
Do I think he's going to find a way to fuck it up? Yes. Yeah, I like Chris Bell more than him, yeah. Because Chris Bell knows how to win. And that kid doesn't yet. Not on this level. But I get it. You have to respect the speed. And he's talented. Point taken. Marty would have liked that 25-1 number, obviously, but I was busy doing football shit.
Do you think people are just on Marty because of the tire wear?
And I think, I mean, he's historically been very good at Watkins Glen, right?
He has.
So, I mean, I think it's probably 50-50.
If Martin Truex was 20-1 and Ty Gibbs was 20-1, which one would you pick if you could only pick one?
Come on, Coop. Don't make. I'm not even gonna give the kid the respect to answer that question.
Man, I'd have to go with Ty.
Yeah, I know you would. I know you would. And you know what? In terms of speed, that's probably the right call. That's probably the right call. But I just got a hard time. Like we have lost so many outright tickets on this kid that when we finally do win, we're not even going to be in the black yet. You realize that, right? We're at the point now where we've bet this kid so many times to win a race that we're not even breaking even on the first win.
I think you're over-exaggerating a little bit.
Coop, we haven't bet him 25 times in the last 2 years to win a race.
It might seem like that to you, but I bet you if we go back and look, it's probably closer to the 10 to 15 range. Not 25.
Where are you at with Marty now? Like the number's not 25-1 anymore. Do you think he's still worth getting involved with at the current number?
That's a tough question, man. I mean, because to be honest with you, I'm not going to bet any driver that's outside of the top 6 starting position.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's like Kyle Larson starting 7th.
So why did you bet so much before practice and qualifying?
Why did I bet so much? Because have you not watched racing this year? I mean, it's crazy. Some of the shit that's happened. Like Michael McDowell, like this is a speed track, and he's fast. So I could see him being a player. Like Kyle Busch, all kinds of momentum. That's why I bet him, and he's done well here.
Yeah.
I just think like this track, this race, this course is good in the fact that we can project the winner. It's bad in the fact that the odds are so suppressed because of that.
You didn't even give the number one reason to back Ty Gibbs this week,
Because Harrison Burton and Austin Dillon and Josh Berry and Ricky Stenhouse, those types of drivers, they're not winning this week.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. You didn't give the number one reason to back Ty Gibbs this week, which is disappointing.
What would that be?
Who qualifies better than him this year? Is he probably the second or third? If he's not the best qualifier probably on the year, he's in the top 3.
Yeah, he's a good qualifier.
I think that I'll tell you what, like it's a coin flip that he starts in the top 6 for sure.
Yeah.
I would say it's probably minus 110 on both sides that he starts in the top 6. Now, is that going to translate to a win? Probably not. But
right.
Do you feel, wouldn't you say you probably feel better about him than any other person that you could probably put in the top 6?
I mean, I feel pretty good about Hendrick qualifying well.
Okay. I'll buy that. Yeah, Michael McDowell, he's treated us very well on road courses in the next gen car. He's gotten us an outright win, I think, before. We've crushed on like top 3 or top 5s, top 10s early on when like people didn't know that he was fast yet. But he hasn't been like other than the speed that he's shown in that one package, he hasn't been very good this year. You would agree with that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just think of Michael McDowell. He led like a bunch of laps here last year. He was the bomb, you know. And could he do it? Yeah. What's Michael McDowell been really good at this year? Qualifying. So I know maybe not qualifying in this format, but qualifying in general, yes. When they need speed, yes. I don't know. I just somebody, you know.
But wasn't Denny on the pole last year and didn't even lead the first lap?
Possibly.
So, like, just because you're fast in qualifying doesn't really mean anything here. But I don't know. McDowell's interesting, but I kind of feel like he's not it this week. He kind of feels like he's not it. Now, the other guy at 17-1, I'm probably going to bet Dinger. He's probably going to be one of the guys that I bet. I think that he's literally the best guy on the track at tire wear on road courses. I don't know how you don't bet him. But like my one concern with Dinger Coop is, do you think that Kaulig has the speed? Because you got to be fast too.
Yeah. That would be, you know, a possible concern. The other concern is the pit crew.
Right. He's going to get buried. He's going to lose spots probably every time he goes down pit road.
I mean, you're not going to be pitting more than twice. But, you know, he could lose, you know, a half a second, you know.
I can't believe I bet this football game. The amount of shit that this Jesus Christ. All right, sorry. So yeah, so you are concerned with the speed, right? And maybe getting buried on pit road.
Yeah, I'm also concerned, like, Dinger runs his cars really hard. Like, he has a tendency to overrun them and hurt them. So that's another concern with Dinger. But I mean, like 17-1, I think, last year I think he was in the 12 to 13, 14 range maybe, for road courses.
How is that a flag? How is that a flag?
It's tough.
After Dinger, Denny Hamlin 25-1, KB 28-1. I know KB was probably a better price earlier in the week. Where you at? Are you just a total pass on Denny, or are you betting him?
I won't bet him individually. No. There's a lot going on in Denny Hamlin's life right now that I think is taking him away.
The negotiation with the charter and everything.
Yeah. Yep. I think being a owner is hurting him right now, because I think it's putting a lot of thought, stress into his mind, and it's hurting his performance.
KB, did you bet him?
I did. And
What
I
number?
lost.
What number did you get?
I don't know, probably like 155-1.
Well, like, what was your starting number on him?
16, I think, is what they had on him.
See, now that's what Bet365 has right now, but
Yeah.
he's 28-1 at FanDuel right now.
Yep.
I mean, man, what a difference a month makes.
Yeah. But you've also got to remember, it's a tough game to play. But do you think if he qualifies 10th or 11th, he stays at 28, goes down to 20, or goes up to 40?
Ooh. If you're asking me, do I think that they are going to fully price in the top 6 starting positions on the grid? No, I don't think they will. I think that they'll probably treat it closer to a normal race where if he starts 9th or 10th, they're probably still going to move him slightly down. I don't think that they'll fully price in what you know. No.
I mean, 2, 4, 2. The guy's been really good.
Yeah, for sure. I think he could win. I think he's a threat. He wasn't bad here last year. How has he been on road courses in general this year? I mean, I guess it's tough to look at because it's actually not bad. He was 8th fastest at Coda, and he was just outside the top 10 at Sonoma. And that car's never been better. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's a player. I could see myself getting on KB this week. After KB, Daniel Suarez 33-1. Him and Chastain, more so Chastain, and I'll tell you why. Chastain is so underrated just at tire wear in general. Is that what is happening in this game? Oh, okay. Chastain has impressed me over the last 2 years so much at Darlington that I kind of think he's fucking sneaky at 50-1. If the fall off is going to be really substantial, I think that Chastain is sneaky. I think he could definitely be a player, and I favor, even though Daniel Suarez is probably a better road course guy than Chastain, I favor him over Suarez this week because of the tire wear. Did Coop just walk away mid-conversation? Garrett said, I'm calling my shot. Byron wins. It's not a fucking shot. He won last year. What are you talking about? He's the favorite. He said, I'm calling my shot.
Yeah, I don't mind Ross at all.
I think he's sneaky, Coop, because
I think he's a top 10 car. I don't know if he can win.
I mean, he's been in contention in this next gen car on a road course like many times. Like not this year,
Yes.
not this year, but like a year ago. I mean, he could have won a couple road courses.
Right. The unfortunate piece, though,
they gave them a first down.
Danny and Ross just haven't been the same. Other teams have caught up to them on road courses.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But like, if there is substantial tire wear, that could bring Chastain back into play, maybe. Chris Buescher, Juan Pablo Montoya, Alex Bowman, Austin Cindric.
Hold on. You said something earlier. Somebody was the most egregious number for the week.
Gibbs.
Who was it? Was it Ty Gibbs or?
Yeah.
Juan Pablo Montoya is the most egregious number. The guy hasn't raced in like 10 years.
Yeah, it's wild.
He's seen him at 25-1.
Is he in the 42 target?
No. He's in a 23 XI car.
Remember that 42 target?
Yeah, I remember it.
Old Juan Pablo?
I remember the night he
is he literally getting off retirement, like getting off the couch to race?
Yeah, just this one race.
That's crazy. You're right. That's probably the most egregious. I take it back.
And there's people out there betting it too, probably.
Chris Buescher, Bowman, Cindric. Where are you at with that group?
Well, I mean, Bowman hasn't finished in the top 10 here, so I can't go for him. Buescher's really just a top 10 machine.
Yeah.
Cindric, I think, is similar to Suarez. I think they're going to be very conservative and try to gather as many stage points as what they can to make sure they can advance to the next round.
Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, and Chase Briscoe at 50, 50, and 90. Holy shit. You don't often see those two guys at 50-1.
No.
And Chase Briscoe is not a bad road course guy. He's 90-1.
He's not bad, but like from Xfinity to Cup,
it hasn't transitioned.
It hasn't translated and transitioned.
Yep, I'll give you that.
So it seems ever since he punched Denny at the Indy Road Course, I believe, or Charlotte Roval, whichever one it was, he just hasn't been the same on road courses, and he really wasn't great before that either in Cup. So, but we'll wait and see. If they hang 90-1 on him next year in the first road course, I'll be on him.
Bubba, Kez, and Gilly are like 120-1. I have a question. Do you think Gilliland could top 10? He showed speed at Sonoma. He was in top 10 in speed. Do you think he could sneak in the top 10?
It would be a sneak. But I mean, I would need a long number, like 15-20-1.
Yeah. I haven't even looked at it yet, but yeah, it would have to be pretty big. Where are you at on Bubba, Kez?
I mean, if they were like 400-1, I probably wouldn't bet them.
Did you just say if they were 400 to 1?
Yep.
Okay. Anybody worth talking about to you after that?
No.
All right. We're just going to stay because we're doing multiple NFL premium shows for in-game content. We're just going to make the NASCAR pod public for football season. Once football's done next year, we'll probably go back to the way we were, but we're just going to keep rolling. So I'm going to pull up everything.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
You got it, bud. Yeah, Garrett, I'm with you, buddy. I think he's live for sure. This fucking team. This is going to be my 4th college football loss of the year out of 17 plays. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. All right, let's pull up these odds. Some of these prices aren't terrible for top 5. You rarely see everybody at plus money in NASCAR for a top 5. That's going to change after P&Q, though. Tomorrow we will be live. Oh, anybody that wants to sign up at nukethehouse.com, you guys could get a free week right now. Just go to nukethehouse.com, hit the monthly plan, put in the code NUKENFL, and you will get 1 week free trial for you guys to come hang out, watch some premium live shows, tail all the picks if you want to, look at the game plans, and hang out for the week. Tomorrow, we will be live probably at 3. I think I'm going to go live when the race starts tomorrow. And we'll be live till 1 a.m. for the public on YouTube. Tomorrow morning at, I think 10:30. It's either 10:30 or 11. Let me check that. Tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Ray and Dan will do the NCAA game plan, the weekly preview. They'll break down some games for you guys. That'll be on YouTube. We'll probably go live at 3 p.m. when the race starts. We got UFC 306. We have a full slate of college football. I've absolutely destroyed college football so far this year. I was 13-3 going into this game. And looks like I'm going to get hooked. Probably going to get hooked. I took the live minus 4.5 on Kansas. They're up 4. But it is what it is. Sunday morning, I'll be live with Holden at 12:30. Ramon Scott will join us, go over some late NFL line movement. And then Sunday from 1 to 7. If you guys watched that show last weekend and you enjoyed it, go take advantage of the free week because it's going to be behind the paywall tomorrow. Sunday. It will just be for subs only from 1 o'clock until 7 p.m. And then Sunday Night Football, we will go live for, I think, subscribers also. There might not be any free show on YouTube tomorrow, Sunday. So Take advantage of the free week if you're not a member. Johnny boy, my guy. Got big UFC 306 card tomorrow. Full slate of college will be fun from 3 o'clock on. We have the race, which I would assume Van Gisbergen is probably 2-1 to win. I haven't looked. Let's take a look. Plus 110. Oh, okay. That tracks. That tracks. These people want me to go get a fucking job. Plus 110. I'm going to be flipping fries at McDonald's one day.
Why?
Plus 110 to win the Xfinity race. That's where we're at.
Yep.
All right. Top fives, Coop. No, normally you see people laying vig. Everybody's plus money. Any top fives you like?
I can't go after the top fives for two reasons. One, we talked about, the field being suppressed and only certain drivers can get there. Yeah, there's going to be a couple sneaky top tens probably, but I just think there's too many options.
Yeah. Some of the prices are like intriguing,
mm-hmm.
but
yeah, they're intriguing.
Like KB at a 3-1 to top five with how good he's looked the last month,
But the main reason is because of the top tens.
Yeah, I didn't look at the top tens yet. Let me look.
Bet365 has some very soft top.
Well,
10.
to answer your question, we are not going to get 15-1 on Gilly to top 10 because he's 14-1 to top five. Oh. So that's over with.
Okay.
Forget about that.
Okay.
All right, top tens. Yeah, I mean, these prices are not bad starting points.
They're phenomenal starting points. If you look at the other books, the guys are -450.
Oh, okay.
So
Larson's -250, Byron's -250. You can get that to plus money relatively easily.
Yeah. You can get it to almost 2 probably.
SVG, same. Elliott, same.
Yeah. The key is which drivers. Like, I'm not betting 10 drivers. That's just way too many units to go in on, because you got to get the parlay home still. So,
yeah.
But yeah,
how often though at Watkins Glen do you think somebody starting in the top 5 rows doesn't finish in the top 5 rows, or at least the majority of them?
I don't know how often, but
I would think at least 6 out of 10 guys that start in the top 10 probably finish in the top 10.
All right. So last year, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 started in the top 10, finished in the top 10.
Yeah, that feels about right to me.
Now, last year's race was a little bit different though, because they didn't have the cautions at the stages. It ran just straight through. If you look at the year before, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, six I think would be a good number.
And is your plan to stick with Chevy?
Yeah, I'll have Larson, Elliott, Byron.
Right. That's pretty safe, yeah.
Probably Reddick.
Not your boy?
And then the next two would come from SVG, Allmendinger.
What about your boy?
Gibbs. Possibly Marty.
KB,
Chris Bell. So I might just stick with those 4.
Man, I could see a world where you could bet 13 guys and get 10 of them in the top 10.
Yeah, you can bet 13 guys and get 10 of them in the top 10. And then if your parlay pieces fail, you're shit out of luck.
Dead, yeah.
So that's why I can't bet, that many drivers.
I'm with you on Larson, Byron, and Elliott, and Reddick and SVG, and Bush. I got to think about Bell and Gibbs. I don't hate it though.
I mean, how many are you willing to bet?
I mean, because we have football, I feel like I could bet a lot. It's not like I'm worrying about fucking somebody throwing a punch.
Yeah, you're just worried about a player getting hurt.
Yeah. But I mean, we could take a really cheap alternative team total or something, I don't know, but I'll be involved in the market for sure.
I mean, you have to be involved in the market based on them numbers.
Yeah. Team of race winner was your only look on Colleague?
No, I have HMS, JGR, and Colleague.
Yeah, that price on HMS is intriguing.
I mean, Chevy to win the race is minus 150. And they were like plus 150, 185, something like that.
Yeah, Bet365 has 150.
So
wow, Colleague is only 425, huh? Holy shit.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you have to bet Gibbs, you think?
I think you do. You've got Marty, Bell, and Gibbs.
That number is so bad, though, compared to their odds to win the race.
Well, they got 4 drivers, so that's suppressing it down.
Yeah. I guess you're getting Denny, right? So you got to throw him in there.
Good job, Tom.
What are you sweating right now, old man?
I'm sweating my HMS Colleague JGR ticket.
Which is what? Tom Kim?
No, Tom Johnson.
Who is that, Coop? Is he a golfer?
He's a professional golfer.
What did you bet him, to make the cut?
No. So I bet 3 guys to miss the cut. And Wilson Fuhr and Tom Johnson were the last 2 players and they're on the 18th hole. And I needed a birdie from each one of them make the cut go from -2 to -3. And if
Right.
it does go from -2 to -3, then all 3 of them will miss the cut.
Got it.
And Wilson came through with an eagle.
Got
Tom Johnson has a 2.5-foot birdie putt coming up. And he better not miss 2.5 feet.
So I don't know if I'm going to bet Gibbs, but I could see myself betting at HMS. I don't know. I have to think about it.
I don't get the who runs pure comment anymore, man.
Yeah, Coop's been getting fucking killed. He's had a bad 6 weeks, man. What are you talking about?
6 weeks, 8 weeks, 9 weeks,
8 weeks. Yeah. You haven't heard me say that in a while.
Yeah, he made it. Yes. So I got those 3 in.
I was very happy to see you get the break and fucking get that first round leader home.
So
it's been a struggle to cash a ticket lately.
I mean, I get what you're saying, because like how I did it was I made my 2 bets. The bet on the drivers, the parlay was like $1 less than the bet on the teams. Just the parlay itself.
Okay.
So, like, I didn't want to take 23XI because there's no need for Bubba.
Right.
So I just bet Reddick straight out. Don't
Right.
have it anymore. All right. I didn't want to bet Richard Childress, so I just bet KB straight out. I bet all the Hendrick drivers in the hopes that I could double dip on both bets if they got through, you know. I didn't bet, SVG and Allmendinger. I just took it as a team since, it's just 2 of them. So I don't know. I tried to get as many drivers and teams through, or drivers ultimately off of the teams, as I could if both of them got through. But, it is what it is. At least I've got 10 drivers now.
Road courses have been good to us, so hopefully we could pick up some money this weekend.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be on the top 10.
Yeah, for sure. Top manufacturer, top Chevy. I mean, Ford
I can't,
or 4-1 or less.
I can't bet top Chevy.
All right.
It's just too deep.
Hear me out, though, right? Like, if I was going to bet the market, I think I would just shoot my shot on the back 4. Dinger, Busch, Suarez, and Chastain. Because they're 7-1 to 20-1.
Yeah. But let me.
You can get killed. I mean, you could lose to Larson, Byron, Elliott, and Gisbergen.
Let me ask you this, all right? How pissed are you going to be when you're betting those drivers at 7 to 20-1?
Yeah.
When if they beat a Larson, a Byron,
there's a good chance
Elliott,
they win the race.
They win the freaking race, and you didn't bet them at 30 or 40.
That's fair.
You're going to be staring at the ceiling all night long.
That's fair.
And it's not going to be a one-day ceiling look. It's going to carry into 2.
That's fair.
It's too deep. Too deep.
I'll buy that. Wow, Mikey Mick is plus 150 to be the top Ford, huh?
So I think in the Ford,
Gilliland season coupe, 18-1.
I think I like Buescher and McDowell, taking Buescher and McDowell. The one driver that I think I might have to do too is Blaney.
Why? What's he done on road courses this year?
I think in his last 5 road courses, he's finished between 7th and 12th.
He was 14th in speed at Coda, 4th in Sonoma.
So I don't think he's a contender to win or maybe even top 5, but I think he could finish 7th to 12th. What he's been doing. But then on the other end there, Jay, if tire wear is as significant as what it could potentially be,
right?
He is not good at managing tires.
Doesn't that bring my guy Todd G in?
So
I'm telling you, bro, that is not a bad price, 18-1.
He's 18-1 top Ford.
Yeah.
Did you ever look to see what his top 10 number was?
Oh no, I'll do that though right now. He is 5-1.
Yeah. I think I would do what you were doing and go with the 18-1. I mean, I think there could be a scenario if Busher and McDowell don't do well, we don't see any Fords in the top 10.
Right.
So
right.
Yeah.
So like I'm with you. Like I can get behind McDowell and Busher, but I do think at 18-1 he's worth a flyer.
Right. And then I think the other piece too is it helps you not think about what's their top 10 number, McDowell and Busher.
Say that one more time. You broke
What's
up.
McDowell and Busher's top 10 number?
McDowell and Busher -138 and +160.
Right. I think the top 4 is the way to go with that versus the top 10.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're getting a little bit better number.
Yeah.
And, like I said, there's a lot of good Chevys here and a couple Toyotas. It wouldn't surprise me if the top Ford isn't in 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th place.
Yeah, that I agree with for sure. Jeff Coop's one of the best NASCAR guys in the game, bro. Me and him are very good at betting NASCAR. It's why I wake up at 3:00. Well, it used to be why I wake up at 3:00. Now I'm.
When was the last time you woke up at 3:00?
When did we launch the website? The 15th, probably July.
Somewhere in that ball range.
Probably the end of July is the last time I woke up at 3. Now you got me up at 8:30 in the morning. I hope you're happy. I really hope you're happy with yourself. Okay. This is all your fucking fault.
No, it's not my fault, to be honest with you.
So, top Toyota. What do you think?
I'm in the same bracket as I am with Ford. I think if I'm going to go in, it's going to be on Reddick and Gibbs.
Reddick and Gibbs. Wow, you don't respect Bell or Marty enough to throw them in there?
I do. It's just a matter of the parlay would have to be more to get 4 drivers in versus 2.
This is the easiest way to cash a ticket, though, for sure.
This is for you waking up early. A good thing, man. You deserve it, man. Good mojo.
This is the easiest one to cash. I think you just fade Denny.
And go with those 4?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, chances are Bubba's not going to get it. John Hunter's not. Eric Jones isn't. But, like I said, I don't mind it. It's just a riskier parlay.
What do you think you got to get the number to Reddick at? Like 10?
What is he? 150?
2.
I think that's a very generous number on Reddick. Like, shouldn't he be like in the Michael McDowell range?
Yeah, probably closer to it, but I think you gotta respect Gibbs and Bell more than Busher.
Yeah, yeah,
But I'm with you, though. I'm with you.
yeah. I mean,
I
like, I know we haven't gone through everything, but, like, I feel pretty confident that I'm just gonna have 3 bets, and it's gonna be the top 10s, top Fords, and top Toyotas.
and the outright market.
Right, right. Yep. Because
I think
what
because football, Coop, we could really fucking I bet you we can get better than 10-1 on Reddick.
we can, but, like, there's some football pieces that I kinda like, but as the week's gone through, I don't feel as confident about them.
I'm with you, though. I'm with you totally on Ford, top 10, and
Mhm.
Toyota. I'm
Because, like, there's some good head-to-head matches out there, but you're facing a competitive driver, or you're not facing a competitive it's 2 non-competitive drivers. And I don't wanna get into the non-competitive drivers this week because of the strategy piece. You could get flipped pretty easily.
Mhm.
And then on the competitive drivers, like, I think I would just rather, go with the top 10, top Toyotas, and top Fords versus trying to, get them head to head against somebody. Because I mean, there's some out there that are nice that are juicy though. Like Ty Gibbs is minus 280 to Austin Cindric. Like I like Ty Gibbs, but like minus 280,
Yeah, that's crazy.
like Austin Cindric's not a horrible uh road course driver.
No, but he hasn't been very good on road courses this year.
Mhm. Like this doesn't make sense to me. The one below it is Chase Elliott minus 165 to plus 120 Denny Hamlin. Like Ty Gibbs is that much more against Austin Cindric than Elliott is against Hamlin. Like I would think that Elliott would be a little bit more, like closer to 2 versus 165.
Probably just the name recognition, though. It's Denny Hamlin.
Like Martin Truex is plus 340 to Chase Briscoe. Or
What?
minus 340, excuse me.
Oh, I was just gonna bet my fucking life on it. Yeah, that's a little crazy.
And the groups are really tough because like it's got 4 good drivers or 4 not so good drivers on road courses.
Yeah, I'm looking at them now. I do not see much that I like.
Let me ask you this. We're on group C for
Which book?
DraftKings.
Yeah.
It's Marty, Kyle Busch, and Michael McDowell. They're all plus 220 to 240. Do we find a piece to get that number to 7 or 8?
Because you could throw Montoya out.
Exactly. Exactly. The only risk is you could end up losing it on the parlay. But if
I'll
you
tell you what,
the
that
6, 7, or 8,
betting those 3 is safer than betting any top manufacturer. That's for sure. And you only have to bet 3 people.
because there's not a chance that Wampum Pablo Montoya beats all 3 of them.
No shot.
The only way it happens is if they're in accidents or they have, engine failures, that type of crap.
Yeah, I like that actually. Of all the things you've said, I like that the most.
At least you like something I say. You don't like much of what I say anyways nowadays.
I said the most. The most.
Takes me 3 days to get a DM return to my
inaccurate.
questions, Iowa.
That's inaccurate. And you could text me on the phone at any point in time. I always respond.
I'll give that to you. You are faster responding to texts
because half the time I don't know that you sent me a message. I like that though. I like that. That's a possibility for sure. Put that on the back burner. Any other groups that you see?
No, I haven't looked at any others, to be honest with you, because
they're tough, man.
But like Juan Pablo Montoya's name stuck out. I'm like, oh, both responses are like, one business statement.
Coop, can't you make the argument that like we do it really at Group C at Bet365 because you got two guys that are 3-1 as a starting point?
Montoya in Group C?
Yeah, it's him, Suarez at 3-1, Busher at 3-1, and KB at 180.
I mean, Keg. Don't we just do both?
Yeah, I guess. What if we just say
with different parlay pieces?
What if we don't bet the manufacturers and we just bet the top 10s and these two groups? I really don't want fucking 30,000 on the board in fucking NASCAR this weekend, Coop. Because you know how much we bet with the league anyway. What do you? I mean, I don't want to lose fucking 10% of my net worth.
Wait a minute, you're only worth that much?
No, but I mean, like if you now add the all the NFL bets we make in a day on top of that, and then that's about 10%. Yeah. I think I like that better though. How many groups is this guy in?
I'm looking at FanDuel right now. But the thing is, Jay, if we're going to do it, we have to do it tonight. We have to do it before any practice and qualifying.
You think they pull them off the groups?
I don't know if they pull them, but like I could see where they cut the three drivers by 25 to 35 to 50 cents and then make Montoya like plus 600 or 650. And then if they do that, like, do we take a quarter of a unit or whatever it might be and just put it on Montoya to cover our ass?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
At that point, yeah.
But I think we got to bet him before.
What time is practice and qualifying?
Oh, man, you'll be up for like 3 hours before it even starts. Don't worry about it, buddy. You'll be good.
The new Keg?
There's no need to ask that anymore. Check ESPN.
11:30 and 1 o'clock. ESPN. I think that's the way, though. And if that guy beats us, so be it. I mean, what are you going to do?
You know, I love how you say that. If that guy beats us, so be it. And then after it happens, you just
I'm on suicide watch.
Yeah.
Coop. ESPN's got 240 on Busher, 240 on Denny, 275 on Suarez. I'm telling you right now, I'm not betting the manufacturers. I'm going to bet this guy, and I'm going to fade him in every fucking group that we can find.
I mean, so he's 250, 260, 280. Group C on Caesars. So that's what, 4 books?
Yeah.
God, man. Jay, you could fucking be going to bed on Sunday night just having dreams about Juan Pablo Montoya.
I could. Yeah, he could bury us. But I mean,
good call, Milo. Yeah.
If we are exposed, Coop, I'll have something on Montoya, just so we don't get killed.
But Group C on Caesars, Milo made a point. It's 5 drivers, not 4.
So we got 3 books then. BetMGM
double checking to see.
BetMGM
doesn't do groups.
Yeah, maybe Fanatics.
Man, I'll let you search Fanatics.
I'll check.
I'll be back. By the time I'm back, you'll still be searching it.
They are fucking terrible. We're definitely gonna fade Montoya in those groups, boys. We could, like, if we can get the parlay pieces right, we could smash. We wouldn't even have to be worrying about the outright market at that point. We could just bet it live. I don't even see NASCAR. Oh, they do have groups. Look out. Same group as Bet365 has. All right, so we got 3 groups. We just got to get those numbers up. It's been a good month, but I should be up so much more money than fucking 19K. All right, what else we got, boys? Matchups, I didn't like any. That's it, I guess. I think we went over all the markets. Qualifying, I'm not going to touch. I don't know who's going to get the pole. I could tell you who I have an idea is going to be in the top 5, but I don't think there's an edge. What was the final score in that Kansas game? My 500 went down the tubes, I assume. They lost the game. I'm high on UNLV too, but I did not think they would beat Kansas tonight. Wow. We got over a field goal of CLV on our college football plays, except for one, I think. I did not think that number on Central Michigan would move against me, but it's at 21 now. I might go back in. Kansas State just putting it to Arizona, huh? Johnny, what's McMillan got in that game? Is he nuking? Did they post a number on him, Adam? Oh, you might not get it anyway. 10 catches, 100+ yards. We're never going to be able to bet that kid to have 100 again. We got our one win of the year, and it's dead.
So 2 things I was thinking about. What were those 2 groups that you read off that had Montoya in them? Not on DK. It was on 365 and ESPN.
It was Busher, Suarez, and Kyle Busch.
Okay.
At Bet365. And it was Hamlin, Busher, and Suarez at ESPN.
Do you think we need to tier them and put more on the one at DK versus the other 2?
Why?
Because the one on DK has Truex, Busch, and McDowell. Those 3 drivers are like better than the other 3 drivers as a combination.
But like, I think in order for Montoya to beat those 3 guys, he's going to have to finish in the top 10, because you would think Busher or Suarez or KB get in the top 10.
Yeah. What's his top 10 number? It can't be much since he's like 2,500 to frickin' win the race.
150.
Should be like 10-1.
How can this guy be 150? He's a better price than Chris Buescher. How is that even possible?
I mean, and Chris Buescher's a top 10 freaking king on road courses.
Right. That's wild.
The other thing I was thinking about was, I think I'm still going to do the top manufacturers.
That's a lot of action, Cooper.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm probably not.
The townhome, the townhome, the motorhome, needs some work.
I know. It's been a rough 8 weeks for the motorhome. It's been a rough 8 weeks. I will bet Gilly, though, to be top 4 as a flyer. But if I do this Montoya thing, I'm going to stay away, I think.
And then, like, the other thing, too, I was thinking was, like, need to pull up these qualifying groups.
Yeah, I got them right here.
Because it may be advantageous just to bet Gibbs and Reddick in Toyota.
Gibbs is in Group B.
But it might be advantageous to do Gibbs and Reddick and then wait on the other two because you might get a better number on the other two. You know what I'm saying? If
yeah. Well, I don't think you're going to – I'll tell you right now, you're not going to get a better number on Chris Bell because the group that he and Gibbs are in is pretty weak comparatively.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on. It has Dinger, Bush, Truex, Gibbs, Cindric,
but Marty's not a threat like in
Suarez and Bell.
But Marty and Suarez are rarely threats in qualifying. So I think
good night, Jeff.
Later, Jeff. I think it's like Byron, basically, Gibbs, KB, and maybe Dinger. But like even Dinger doesn't qualify well normally. He qualifies like 15, 16 normally. Right.
You're right.
I would be surprised if Gibbs and Bell are not in that final 10.
And Byron.
And, them for sure. I'm just talking about Toyotas, though.
Like, I think those are the three clear in Group B.
Yep. I'm with you.
Now, Group A has SVG, Busher, McDowell, Larson, Elliott, Reddick. Yeah. Okay.
So I would think that if you're going to bet Gibbs and Bell, you got to do it before P and Q.
Correct.
And Byron.
Yeah. Do you do the same thing with Gilly and hope that 18 goes to 25? Or do you not want to take a chance at the 18?
Oh, you're talking about the top Ford?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, he's not going to start in the top 10.
Probably not, no. But, man, it's not that strong of a fucking group. John Hunter, Josh Berry.
Well, this is the chance you take. All right.
Go ahead, Coop. I'm listening.
This is the chance you take. Gillen's in Group B. Busher and McDowell, who are the two favorites, are on Group A. If they don't hit that top 10, do their numbers get a little longer? Or do you not think it really matters? They're just looking at Ford versus Fords and not really caring about the starting positions.
One more time, please.
McDowell and Busher are in Group A.
Right.
They don't make the top 10. Does Gillen's number go from 18 to 14? Or does it really not matter where they start? They're just looking at Fords.
It could matter where they start. It could matter. It could. Honestly, though, Coop, I'm okay with that 18. Like,
right. Like I the more I think about it, I think I would just hit the 18.
Yeah.
And not try to get fancy and try to get a better number.
I think we went through every market.
Do they have any poll numbers out?
No, and I was thinking about it. Like,
they got qualifying.
Well, not at Bet365.
No.
The problem is
for Reddick.
What's Gibbs?
5. He's second.
Yeah, see, I knew that they would be the first and second choice. Yeah, like I feel good about them qualifying in the top 5, I think. I could say, or the top 6. But like, would it shock me if HMS or McDowell found the pole? No. Or a Suarez or a KB, it would not shock me. And that those prices just aren't good enough. 375 and 5-1. That's not that good.
22 on KB.
That's not bad. What are the HMS cars? What's Byron?
575.
Yeah, see, they priced them pretty well. Not a lot of value.
550 on Larson.
What's I mean, who could you see have an outside shot of getting there? What's Denny? Denny qualified very well.
You want to take a stab?
Well, he's 22-1 to win. So I'm gonna say 18-1. What is he?
850.
Fuck off, dude. That's bad. That's bad. He was on the pole last year.
Yeah, but last year he was on the pole in a couple of road course races. He ain't had it like that this year.
Fair. Milo said, now ask him about Montoya. What's Montoya?
What do you want to take a stab at?
He better be 35-1 to win the pole.
No.
10.
28.
28.
So, buzzer beater. I was not always a Dr. Pepper guy. I used to be a Mountain Dew guy back in the days.
You're such a Mountain Dew guy at heart. I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew. Imagine that this guy's never seen Talladega Nights. Have you been watching Big Brother, old man?
Jay, I've not watched Big Brother at all.
That tells you where you and I are at right now. If that doesn't tell you where we're at right now.
Not one bit.
The fact that you have not watched the only show that you watch says a lot about where we're at right now. A lot of work.
We got to go through the FanDuel props for the you know how they have those crazy
specials.
Props. Yeah, specials.
You want to go through them right now before we go?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll be there in a minute.
All right. Will Byron or Kyle Larson win the race is only 3-1. Get a life, man.
Like, this isn't a bet I would make, but maybe it's something we use as a parlay piece. Number of Chevys in the top 10.
What did they set the number at? Like 4 or 5?
No.
What?
3.5.
That's not bad. What's the price?
Minus 250.
Do you think that we'll see volatility? Like, do you think we'll see some chaos to get some guys into the top 10 that you wouldn't expect?
Watkins Glen is typically not that.
Okay. because they got some fucking wild numbers. Bubba and Kez, the top 10 is 40-1.
It doesn't have that turn.
Right.
That creates the
Chaos.
issues. Plus, they've kind of eliminated that, where they've started the restart zone so far back, and they're not as bunched up.
I'll tell you, Coop. If what do you think about? Do you think Alex Bowman could top 10?
This third time, I think I said he has never had a top 10 here.
I guess that's why it's 80-1.
What?
SVG to win the race. KB to top 5 and Bowman to top 10 is 80-1.
Yeah.
If we had any kind of confidence in Ryan Blaney, Byron top 3, Blaney top 5, Suarez top 10 is 55-1.
Is there look for a longer one with Blaney in the top 10? If they have it.
Let's see. I don't think they want to give us that. A lot of Joey in the top 10. Not a lot of Blaney in the top 10. Do you think Bubba could top 10?
Outside shot, I mean, it's not I don't know.
Byron wins, KB top 5, Bubba top 10 is 140-1.
I mean, I like this too. Like number of Fords to finish in the top 10, under 3.5.
Oh, I like that. What's that price?
Minus 200.
Can you parlay both of those together to get plus money?
Nope. Already tried.
Man, they really want to focus on Bubba, Kez, and Bowman to top 10.
Kyle Larson, top Chevy. Tyler Reddick, top Toyota.
That's not bad. What's that? That's probably going to be like somewhere around 9-1, maybe
12.
That's not bad. Kyle Larson top 3, Chase Elliott top 5, Bubba top 10 is fucking 40-1. This kid can't top 10 one time. 40? Chastain top 3, Byron top 3 is 46-1. You're threading a needle, but that could happen. Ryan Blaney top 3, Gibbs top 5, Busch top 10, 90-1. God, if we had any confidence in Ryan Blaney or Bubba this week. You think Logano could top 10?
Yeah. because he has a win and he can do whatever the fuck he wants to.
Larson wins the race. KB top 3. Logano top 10 is 100 to 1.
What is it?
100.
No, what was the?
Larson wins. KB top 3. Logano top 10. Bell wins. Denny top 5. Logano top 10. Also 100. Oh, I found one I like, Coop. Kyle Larson wins the race. Chastain top 5. Gibbs top 10. 75 to 1. That's worth the bet. That's worth the bet.
Joey Logano's finished top 10 half his time here.
So, like, maybe we take a couple shots with these Joey Logano. They're all 100 to 1. They're bombs away.
Bubba Wallace has raced here 5 times.
Oh, boy.
His best finish is 12th.
We could put like 1/10 of a unit on these to pick up 10 units.
Alex Bowman, 7 times. His best finish is 14th.
I like that one too, Milo. That's worth betting.
There should be one on there. I thought I saw somebody post it earlier this week. Larson wins. I think it was KB finishes top 5. Busher top 10.
I did not see that one.
Okay.
I'll look again, though. They might have pulled that one. They got Denny wins Busher top 10 at 50. I think that's the only one that I have with Busher top 10, though. Yeah.
So Chris Bell and Tyler Reddick are 3 for 3 at top 10s here. I mean, it's kind of hard, though.
What do you think about Elliott to finish top 3? Larson, Reddick, and Bell top 10 at 9 to 1.
Say that again.
Elliott top 3, and then Larson, Reddick, and Bell top 10 is 9 to 1.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's Clint. That's Clint Boyer's pick.
But I mean, like, my thing with that is I could take the Chase Elliott top 3 and combine it with 3 other pieces of a parlay and get so much better than the 9 to 1.
Probably, yeah.
It might be with football or something else, but like it would be a lot better than 9 to 1. That's a lot to happen for just 9.
Yep. God, man. fucking Bubba and Logano, if they could just top 10, so many of these are live.
They usually put them on Sundays, right?
Yeah, they're on Sundays too. They'll probably change too.
Right, that's what I was thinking, because Logano is probably not going to qualify in the top 10.
Right. But I do think that there's only one I think that's probably worth betting, which was Larson wins, Chastain top 5, Kyle Busch top 10 at 75.
Ross Chastain does not have any top 5s here. He does not have any top 10s either.
I'm counting on the tire wear. Think he's going to run well.
I just throwing that out there.
Do you think Austin Cindric and Ricky Stenhouse could finish in the top 10?
Cindric has raced here twice and finished 13th and 16th. My concern with Cindric, like I said, is I think he's going to be really conservative and take care of that car and do some points racing, because he's in a good spot to advance.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't really, I mean, obviously he doesn't want to finish 25th or 28th, but he wants to finish around that top 10. They didn't have any AJ Allmendinger in there, or very little SVG.
Nope. A lot of Juan Pablo, though. A lot of Juan Pablo. All right, boys. We're out of here. You guys know what we like. We basically told you. Tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., NCAA game plan will be on. Ray and Dan will be breaking the games down for you. We'll take a little bit of a break, and then we'll come back at about 3-ish, maybe a little bit before 3. We'll be live on YouTube. We got UFC 306, full day of college football, NASCAR Xfinity race. And then Sunday, we'll be live for subscribers. We got the 12:30 show where we'll look at the market moves in the NFL. Me, Holden, probably have Ramon hop on for 10 minutes again. And then at 1 o'clock, we will be live for subscribers only until 11 p.m. So come back, hang out with us this weekend. If you have not used the free week, take advantage of it. Use the code NUKE NFL at nukethehouse.com, and it will get you guys a 1-week free trial to come and hang out with us, tell some of the plays. Hopefully you guys make money and like the product, and then we'll go from there. So we'll see you guys back here tomorrow, 11 a.m. Ray, Dan, NCAA game plan. Aside from that, for Coop, I'm Keg. We will see you guys all weekend long, every day of my life until I die. I love you all. Goodbye.